You guys are really lucky because I don't wanna do this. I've been fighting it all day. But, again, God takes over, he wins, he convinces me not to be a pussy or I'm no better than the people that I talk about. Don't let those people that I talk about bring me down. I got better places I wanna be than them people, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, what's going on today? One of the things I've been watching. What do you anyways, let's talk about some personal stuff of mine that's going on. So, my granddaughter is kind of the bright spot in my day, you know what I mean? Today's her birthday. Today's her birthday. And, well, I think last minute, last night, like, Sirius calls us up, says, "Yeah, I guess what? Yeah, we're gonna take her for the mother for, make sure you have her ready by 8:30 in the morning, and, she'll be back by, 2:30 or so." Do you guys not, like, have time to give us a little bit of time? Like, you ever think maybe we had some fucking plans going on? Smoking smart. What's going on? Anyways, my granddaughter, right? She's pretty important to me. I go down, I see her. She, hey, she loves seeing me. No one else loves seeing me, but she does. So that's what we got to do this for, Poking Smart. We got to do this for the little ones, so they don't end up like us, all brain dead and shit. You know what I mean? They're working to help each other, not against each other. They can learn from our stupidity, perhaps, but in order for them to learn, we got to show them the lesson. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, you know how we had all this problems and the Axe Lion, like, they have fucking destroyed our lot. Like, they caused so much chaos with their fucking lies and stupidity. This is great. I didn't know this happened because I got caught being a dick. So so this girl got to put in all these complaints about my son, even a picture that doesn't show his face, but shows in the picture it's clearly not him, of someone with the same colored hair as him, snorting coke. So we talked about it. We were like, "Get the drug test done." I didn't think my son did. And was it yesterday or today? I can't even remember. It's funny. I was like, "Well, if you wouldn't have been so fucking stupid and went and got that drug test, why didn't you?" And he goes, "I did, Dad. I did. I just didn't tell you I did." Well, hey. Anyways, you know what I mean? Can you imagine someone lying all that bullshit and now you got a drug test right from the hospital, not a kit from home, not any bullshit, a fucking legitimate fucking kit. You know what I mean? That comes certified by science saying, "Hey, why are you allowing this person to fucking destroy our lives because he doesn't want to be with her. She doesn't really care about her daughter. She takes times for picture ops." Like, she doesn't show up fucking half the time. Like, this is the thing, this is fucking gross. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's what I was told, and I hope that it's not true. But this girl that had my granddaughter just lost a baby at 8 months, but she can control herself to not drink and do drugs. And you want that person around my fucking granddaughter. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the bullshit. They fucking oh, man. Yes. It's so fucking like, they're not all bad. Charlie, they're not all bad, let me tell you. They're not all bad. That's like when I say you're on intelligence agencies. I don't think it's all of them. I just think, like, it is all of them. Because the good ones are too fucking big of cowards to stand up and fucking do something. You know what I mean? Someone's fed James O'Keefe those fucking Epstein fucking tapes, eh? You been paying attention to that, Charlie? Eh? Let me tell you, we'll get back to that, brother. We'll get back to that. But first off, let's talk about some of your heroes, Charlie. Are you into the UFC? I hope you follow a man of Jesus. Now, if you're going to pick a man of Jesus that is in the UFC, would you pick John Jones? Because I see a lot of Christians. They love John Jones, and I think he's fake. They're saying, I'm not saying it, but the rumors are all over the streets that he's a homosexual, but why would you hide that? If you're a man of Jesus, you know it's the best thing to do is stand in the truth. You know what I mean? Homosexual or not, you know what I mean? Why hide it? Like he's married. He's fucking causing a delusion for his fucking family. And if his wife does know, then why would she want to be with him? You know what I mean? Ah, comfortability. Comfortability, perhaps. Oh, she's got to be paid for all the bullshit that she went through to get him where he is. Who knows? She's been slapped around. You know what I mean? And this is a man of Jesus. We just believe him when he just wins a fight and says, Jesus, Mega King. And then he does he does the to get the people to love him. But he always ends up failing the people, doesn't he, there, Charlie D? Yeah, it's money, buddy. It's money. He's powerful because everybody allows him to be powerful. How does he get off all the shit that he does? Well, because we allow him to, because he's John Jones. Yeah, you know what I mean? If he was a true man of Jesus, he'd want to pay for his mistakes. That way he wouldn't make them again. But he consistently just, oh wow, I love bubblegum Jesus and he loves me too. He'll take me straight to heaven as long as I believe in the name Jesus. Even though, Charlie, a smart person would know that Jesus never heard that name Jesus, so that word heard holds no power. No power at all, but it's the character of Christ that holds all the power, bud. It don't matter what his name was, right, bud? He could have been called Pinocchio. He could have been called anything. The character, right? Right? And if he's not real, who would be best to fucking serve the world? You know what I mean? He does represent the truth. Like you'd have to say that the things that he did, not many men are willing to do. You know what I mean? Like, look, we've seen what happened to Julian Assange. You know what I mean? He tried standing for the truth, and wow, I bet yeah, Dante wishes he was on that cross, wishing fucking there was only 3 more days to go. But then again, he had a good supporting cast, I think. You know what I mean? His wife seems pretty legit. But we as society will just let that man rot away. What's that, Julian? Thanks for the information, bud. Ah, zombies, zombies, zombies. That nose on him, though. Charlie Dean, a Pinocchio. And Charlie D, they pick on me about my nose being big too, but by yours. Wow. I'm not picking on you, bud. But we gotta handle the truth. Like, that ain't a beauty neither. You know what I mean? Us big nosers should stick together, Charlie D, but you don't like me. I pick on everybody. Well, that's okay, Poking Smart. You pick on whatever makes you feel good, you know what I mean? I'm just out here pointing things out. So to love, though, you know what I mean? Poking Smart. And I am good to all. Well, that's good, Poking Smart. That's the way we should be. You know what I mean? Not want bad for others, but not let others treat us bad. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't like elite pedophiles in the way they treat us. That Bill Gates, I've got some real concerns on the way that he treats us. I wonder if Bill Gates follows Jesus. Which version does Bill Gates worship, eh? Oh boy. They'll play whatever role to fucking like, I'm telling you guys, uh, Donald Trump did not study his role as a man of Jesus. You know what I mean? At least pick a couple verses, fucking memorize them, so at least you can say, "Hey, this is what Jesus did to inspire me. This is" you know what I mean? But that'd be a good question. What about Jesus inspires you, Trump? Hey, I know he's looking good right now, Charlie D, but I got a question, bud. You guys are gonna be making weapons for the Middle East, bud. State of the art fucking weaponry made by the slaves over in America. Building the war machine. Like, you see Pat Hegseth, he almost had a heart on talking to those soldiers, eh? He's just already our war. Oh, 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 Petey, he's got some Jesus in him, I'll tell you. Not really, I don't think. But if you can show me, and you can't just point at a tattoo, but you know what I mean? You just, and you can't write it down. You have to show it. Bigger the nose, better than knitting. Uh, what's bad is Carl is telling the truth. Charlie D, I am always telling what I believe the truth to be. You know what I mean? And I also like to come back if I don't have the truth. You know what I mean? I don't assume my truth, and we'll get to the story about that, is the truth, dude. There's always things that we don't know about. You know what I mean? Trump could be still working for God. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, go, like, let's watch some narcissistic. I wish I could get you guys the doctorate. You guys should just research narcissism and then just think art of the deal, and you'll learn that maybe it's a little. Listen, Charlie D, I'm not kidding, dude. I'm mega. Like, I am not saying this could be coincidental, it doesn't really mean anything, is a satanic high priest bot. You know what I mean? I am the anti-mega, eh? And I believe that Donald Trump is an antichrist. I'm just saying, bud. If you're not with Christ, you're against him, you know what I mean? And you can't talk about him like that and not explain how he makes you feel and what Jesus has done for you. You can't say, "Oh, God saved me from a bullet. I am now chosen from God. He wanted me to." Oh, come on, you know what I mean? There's got to be a story. There's a coming to Jesus story for everybody who really has Jesus. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying, Charlie, when they say the meek will inherit the earth, you know what I mean? That's where I think Johnny Gobble gets all excited and goes, "Oh, goody, goody, it's my turn now." I don't think that's the meek that they're talking about, okay? I think you've had to have tried and put in an effort and you've just got yourself so far down because Johnny's riding high, right? Melinda takes real good care of him. It's those people that were in Johnny's spot before, you know, those junkies and stuff like that who, you know, need God and they fucking get rid of their addictions by coming to God. Those are the meek that will inherit the earth because they will go through hell to get to Jesus. You know what I mean? And they'll fix themselves at the same time. It's a wonderful little. That's who I think's gonna inherit the earth. You know what I mean? The ones that fucking couldn't figure out what was going on in the world, so they took drugs to fucking escape it. But what if we gave them a world where You didn't wanna escape it. It was worth fucking living, and you didn't wanna live in a fucking fantasy that fucking drives you loopy. What about that, Charlie? A better world. Speaking of which, lies, my brother. I got something to tell you. It wasn't a lie, really, but remember when Trump was really trying to get you guys to hate us because we were the fucking fentanyl problem? You remember that? All the fentanyl is coming from Canada. Meanwhile, they did a study and, well, most of it was coming from fucking China, Mexico, and, well, your ports. But, anyways, I want to let you know that Canada is a fucking fentanyl problem. I seen a TikTok today. Seems pretty legit. Biggest fentanyl. What is it? I think I still got it on. No, of course. It's gone. Uh, Anyways, Canada's had the biggest fentanyl farm there ever in Vancouver. Probably wanted to shut that down pretty quick there in BC so they can sell their legal street drugs there to the people. Do you know that? The smack crap. They still sell it all, you know what I mean? They go and they go and you know that shit Johnny does, there was on or whatever, the way he got off of drugs. Well, they take that kind of stuff and they sell it on the streets and then they go and they can go buy their legitimate shit. Oh, yeah. We're so enabling here in Canada that, because it's out of love, right? It's out of love. It's to keep fentanyl away from them. You want your favorite drugs, we can make sure you don't die when you do them, you know what I mean? It's to keep the world safe. Heck, we'll provide you all the needles and everything else, so you don't have anything to worry about. Don't worry about any consequences, because 'cause we're just gonna take right dang good care of you. All of us taxpayers with love. Sounds like love, but that ain't fucking love. That's telling people to do whatever you want. There's no repercussions. No, don't do drugs because there's a fucking bad outcome that could happen. You know what I mean? Don't. No, we're not gonna provide you with needles, and we don't want them in our fucking parks, and we don't want them fucking all over the place. Like, that's the thing. They give out these free needles and fucking like, I can tell you, it's a real thing. I went this COVID one time in a park outside of Toronto or something. Holy I don't I seen at least 5 needles, like, at least 5, and I'm like, "Wow, this is awesome. This is where families should be walking through and spending time, and, here we are with a whole bunch of needles," but Martin just unblocked everybody. Martin just unblocked well, he's just gonna block everybody again. Like, uh, he's gotta have a pretty big block section, eh? That kicker, it's gotta be huge. Yeah, Gobbler will suck a gobbler. Charlie, why do you want bad for Johnny? Oh, God, I don't, but he's had it in bad places, and he doesn't even know it. I see Kid Rock's back on the scene. Are you a Kid Rock fan, Charlie D? What do you think? He's one of the Mega King's men, eh? One of the Mega King's men. We went through it before, right? He's the one that started the Bud Light thing. And he's the one that told people if they didn't get worked down with Bud Light, they were fucking idiots because he befriended the fucking CEO who was ex-CIA, who just signed a deal with his buddy Dana. Hope you're having a good day too, Stardust. So there's rumors like John Jones, and I can tell you exactly where the rumors come. MMA Guru, you can go check that out. I just don't want to be throwing shit out there. John wants to be mad. He can go sue MMA Guru. They're his lies. It just John hasn't disputed them, so And there's the same rumors about Kid Rock, and that's Jeremy from The Quartering. Why would these people hide who they are? You know what I mean? They say that, well, Kid Rock's out there looking for some cock. I don't know if it's true or not, but he just seems very like he's talking about how he saved the world getting Bill Maher and Donald Trump together. Like, no, Bill Maher, it's great that you meet Donald Trump and you get your own assessment of him, but still, like, hey, you can still point out what you disagree with that he does, and so you know what I mean? It should have always been that way. It shouldn't just be pure hatred. It'd be like, "Hey, Donald did this, and I like it, and I agree with him, but here" a little narcissistic. Like, I gave him a pass on the narcissism before, because I thought they were trying to screw him all the time. That's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, that is a stupid thing to charge somebody, right? Like, we're gonna get you for a loan that you paid off. Overvalued your, property. Well, obviously not fucking genius fucking Americans over there making these decisions. It's impossible that he overvalued it, you fucking morons. It's impossible because he paid the fucking loan back. This is how stupid we are to fall for this shit. I don't even know what the fuck that was about. It's the stupidest shit ever. Oh man. Post Malone and Shane Gillis saying Bud Light. No, I think it's the UFC and people like Kid Rock and well, a person I like, Joe Rogan. I met him personally, you know what I mean? He seemed like just a normal fucking dude. You know what I mean? Like, got to talk to him a little bit. He even told us a couple stories. He told us he thought Shogun was gonna lose. We were there for a UFC too. We were at his comedy thing. And after the show, he invited everybody to come out back. You know what I mean? I watched some guy try and give him weed, and Joe Rogan's like, no, no, bud. I don't know you, and no, no. I'm a stranger in a strange land, and no, not that I don't appreciate it, but no, which was very smart, eh? It was a, you know, it was illegal at the time. That's going back a few years. If you want to go check, I don't know. It was Shogun versus Machida 2 for the championship at the Bell Center. Hey, there Carl was 8 rows back from the cage. It was pretty good. It was a good time. But yeah, Joe Rogan even said, "Hey, anybody who doesn't like Bud Light's just an idiot." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, look at what they were trying to pour down people's throats. Like, come on, man. Like, they wanted men to believe they could be women for crying out loud. They were endorsing it for crying out loud. Do you endorse it, Kid Rock? Is that what makes us an idiot for thinking it's wrong? Hey, you endorse that sort of behavior, buddy? Is that one of your favorite pastimes? Were you in the Mega King? Are you his dancing queen? I don't know. I don't know. Fuck, I don't care about these fucking people. Narcissism fucking sucks. It needs to stop before God puts a stop to it. That's why I want people to identify it inside and outside of themselves. If you see it outside of yourself, you might want to ditch it because it'll only bring you down. But if it's inside of you, you might want to get away from people anyways and take a deep dark look inside and find out why you want to be narcissistic. That's Satan. You know what I mean? But I have come to the the total fucking like when someone's full blown narcissist, there's nothing you can it's the art of the deal, dude. Deny, deny, deny. That's why you gotta put them in a James O'Keefe moment, and that's when you see the true narcissist. You see the demons flying out of them. It's the greatest thing ever, Stardust, I'm telling you. Oh, what I see orbs. What's he all about? You're a total drunk, bro. Dude, I don't drink. Why would I lie to you? I don't drink at all. Not a sippers anymore, you know what I mean? I have identified Satan and I've removed him from my life. He may not be Satan for you, Orby, but he is for me, you know what I mean? What works one way can always work the other, I guess. I don't know, you know what I mean, dude? That's what we're doing. I keep telling you, we're using God, or we're using the devil's tools and using them as for God's tools. You know what I mean? You're one of devil's tools, but God is currently using you. You know why? Because you're using yourself, and God is inside of you, but you haven't identified that. But God does want you to identify that, but you have to do that on your own, bud. God loves you. He wants you to come home. But unfortunately, there's a price to pay to come home. We got to release our stupidity and ignorance and walk ourselves into the truth and not lock ourselves into what we think the truth is, but we got to be open and searching for the truth. Searching for the truth. Problem is, everybody wants to tell you they have the truth. And well, the truth is inside of you people. We just got to find her. She's buried somewhere. I wonder if there's straight teachings from Jesus somewhere. Wouldn't that make it a lot easier? You know what you think? The greatest man who ever lived, there'd be a little more info on him, eh? But I'm just saying. But it's a weird world. I want to explain something to you guys. I don't get this. I don't get this. There's that Yinning guy I tell you about that I like. I like a lot of things that he says. He's one of those vegans. You got to be a vegan to be the Mashiach. Eh? He's against violence, all that sort of stuff. He shows cool videos. He's an interesting cat. But his daughter's in the Air Force. And he's hoorah rah USA, right? And so I gotta ask myself, like, you're a vegan, but the Bible tells you to, you know, don't listen to somebody who tells you to not eat animal, but honor the animal in spirit, like honor it, you know what I mean? But so and the kind of the cycle of life and the way animals kind of act and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's right. Maybe we're supposed to be vegan, but these are just, he didn't want to talk about it. He wanted to write War and Peace on my fucking comment section on how he was right. But what the point I was trying to make is if you're all vegan and all this stuff, how could you want your daughter participating in a lie? Like, he's got to know that. Like, does she get, like, you got to know that, like, they pardoned the guy for what? Why? Do we not just, like, everything that went on? And then at the end of it, the man gets pardoned. And we're just like, okay, you guys win. We'll just let you do this to everybody. We'll let you force our militaries to do it. Force well, everybody. A lot of people had to get to keep their jobs, and they had everybody fighting. So one didn't have it, and just a fucking would cause issues at the workplace. I don't want that person here. I don't want Like I seen it. I seen it. I seen this poor girl go through hell because, well, when COVID was first coming on and we were still kind of working, and she came back from a cruise, you know, there was nobody who had COVID on the cruise, but still she came to work and everybody just lost their ever love of mind. And it was just like, oh man. Oh. but that's the way they wanted it. They wanted it that way. Us all fighting each other, huh? Thinking we're better than one another because we love more than the other. You wouldn't be here if you didn't love us. If you loved us, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't put us in jeopardy. Oh man. Don't laugh, I see orbs. Listen, I fell for their trickery and fucking witchcraft. You know what I mean? Bill wrote it out for me to take, and well, by golly, I took it. Like a good little Satan boy. Not really, bud. I just got tricked and fooled. That's all. I fucking did my thing, dude. I thought, as a human being, who should I go to and ask, talk to? I'm a doctor. Hey, doc, you getting it? Should I do it? Are they seeing what's true? I could kill my father-in-law if I don't. Yeah, I'm getting it. It's best to get it. I don't think I don't think he wanted to hurt me. I don't know. I think, well, he's been taught to believe the science. You know what I mean? I think he bit onto the bite too. You know what I mean? But what happened to the doctors that didn't bite on and wanted the best and wanted to warn their patients? Well, they didn't get patients anymore, did they? They got their asses walked out along with the nurses that didn't agree. Yeah, you think science would be pissed off at science right now for fucking trying to fuck it over, you know what I mean? But no, no, we still can't come to the realization that maybe science was wrong. Neil deGrasse Tyson really doesn't know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Boys have peepees and girls have vaginas that are fucking numb nuts. It's not hard to figure out. We learned it way back in grade school. Even a dumb fuck like me could figure it out. But we're putting our hopes and dreams in space on Neil fucking Grass Tyson. Yeah, science. Science, science, science. I wonder if we've been on the moon, eh? I just don't know if Buzz Aldrin was. Well, that's the thing, eh? Or science. How dare you want me to mix that Bible and science together? He's a physicist. Speaking of physicists, but you know what I did? Okay. Way back when I was trying to fix myself and I didn't run into a gluttony of lies and a fucking fistful of fucking hospital trips, dude. I was trying to read about people to inspire me. Guess what one of the books was, bud? I'll have to get her. I left her in the Jeep. I found it in the Jeep. Brand new, never even read, and I can't read it now. But it was oh, what's his name? That guy fucking was at Epstein's Island all the time. That physicist, that bad boy. What the fuck was his name? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. The guy in the wheelchair. The guy who talked to a tube or something. You know what I mean? That dude. Hey? I bought his book and never read it. Jay Press, do you want to buy it? It's brand new, bud. I'll ship her out to you. I have no interest in that guy anymore. He's the most dangerous man on Epstein Island, eh? The guy who couldn't function his arm and legs. That's who they gave us, eh? Oh, fucking Stephen Hawking. Yeah, Stephen Hawking, the big hawk, the American hawk. Could he even move his cock? Like, that's the thing. Like, they give it, like, you guys do know that Emperor, he was into some physicists and stuff, eh? He also was into gifted children. You know what I mean? What kind of gifts are we talking about? Oh, like they're talking about like people can see shit where shit is. Like, what is that called again? You know what I mean? I like, is that true? Do you think that is remote viewing, eh? Do you think children being taught that show signs could like, do stuff like that? And, like, is that the special children that Epstein had an itch? He loved physics, eh? I wonder if the FHY I wonder what that was up on his chalkboard. I still gotta do that video with the chalkboard, Charlie. But do you know what I've been telling you guys the whole time? I want you to read the bottom of the chalkboard. Go to the chalkboard via fucking O'Keefe. And I've been trying to warn everybody. Not a troll. I see orbs. J Press, Charlie D. Listen up. Spread the word to all your friends and tell them to go watch James O'Keefe's video about in Epstein's house. And you can see the chalkboard with fucking the devil's plan right on it. I've been warning you guys forever. They're trying to do shit to your brain. They're danking it up. They want a dank brain. It's right there on fucking the devil's fucking playbook. You know what I mean? You'll have to go see to fucking understand what I'm talking about. He's got music written down there, right? Imagine that. Oh, is the devil right in front of our face there, right? Sam Smith, what the fuck is he doing? Lady Gaga, what the fuck is she doing? What the fuck is a Doja Cat? And who's the other one with the upside down cross hanging out with fucking Day Day there? Right in front of our faces. All the music. Uzi Vert tells you guys. Like I seen that video of Uzi Vert saying, "I'm gonna take you to hell," and everybody's "What, Uzi? Wear a prettier dress, Uzi. We love how manly you are, Uzi." He's gonna be brain Uzi. That's what he's gonna be. He's gonna realize he bought into a lie that he has to shed the disguise and become a real boy. Yo, how's it feel now, Uzi Vert, being famous? Hey, Charlie D. You're the official Charlie D now, not the famous Charlie D. Hey, you dropped the fame. You want to be famous with Dagburn there, Charlie? You like a gorilla, hey, Charlie? I know what you're talking about. You like that song, buddy. It's just kind of Ron Max is all right, eh? Ron Max is all right. Adam Calhoun knows how to do his thing. No matter what Upchurch says, he's not bad at doing his thing, but he is not. I wish I could talk to Adam and get him some help. He seems to want help. He knows he's not a perfect man by far. He's not. I mean, threatening to tell fucking Kurt, I know where you live, bud. Like, can you think of a more fucking pussy ass thing to say to somebody? Hey, buddy, I know where you live. Let me put some scare tactics into you so you can run around and tell everybody what an idiot I am and how I'm threatening your family. Like, holy smokes. Total drunk. Are you talking about me still, Orby? I'm not a drunk, bud. Like, if I could give you a taste of my Diet Pepsi, I would. Oh, Orby. If you see orbs, do you see orbs? Hey, Orby, you see orbs? I see orbs. Do you see orbs? I see orbs. I think I got some on video, but I might be wrong. You know what I mean? What do you think, Orby? Do you think the Galactic Federation is real? Or does it just sound too gay to be real, eh? The Galactic Federation of Aliens. What else would they call themselves? You know what I mean? I think they're real. I believe my defense minister. And I believe that space minister too. Because they asked him, they said, "Why didn't you say something when you were in office?" He clearly stated, "I had too much to lose." They coulda claimed me crazy, and I coulda lost my job and my pension and everything, but hey, now that I've done my job and, well, I got my pension, I'm here to tell you, there's a Galactic Federation, and Donald Trump knows about it, and now it's off my conscience, so you guys take it with yous. I don't want this drama anymore. I know what's going on. Don should tell the world. But, hey, I'm just an idiot, right, to think like that. Right. But it could be that he just when he was done working, he hadn't had enough because he did write a book, I think. I think he wrote a book. So, maybe there was something there, who knows? People will lie to fuck it for money, eh? Even people in high places. Look at how stupid America was about a Kamala Harris. Hey, you guys know Candace Owens told you guys, you know how we talk about Zuckerberg being, a traitorous fucking he should be charged for treason. Well, so should Kamala Harris. She doesn't even tell you guys who she is, and it's proven on a big thing, like 3,000,000 subscribers, I think. I think Candace Owens has, and nobody gets it. That's treasonous. To let your country think you're somebody you're not. You're deceiving them. Why? We should ask the questions, but you got nobody even asked the questions. "Hey, Kamala, why'd you lie about your book?" Like, why is everybody so scared to do something like that? You know what I mean? Make sure that nobody would has any real or would have any real questions around her, you know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? I'm still bumbling around about fucking RFK if he's a fucking sexual deviant and holding back for some reason. You know what I mean? I watched that one video where Trump was letting out the news about his father or whatever. He didn't seem to be all there for some reason. Don's like, "Oh, Bobby will probably like this," and Bobby's like, "Oh, yeah, 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 over here." Anyways, you know what I mean, Orby? What up, Cashville? Oh my goodness, Cashville's back. Cashville's back. He's back. You do have an interest in Jesus, don't you, Cashville? You can't help yourself, eh? You don't wanna protect pedophiles, you wanna give all that up deep down inside. You know, eh? That's why you keep coming back. You're like, "Sooner or later, I'm gonna team up with Carl, and I'm gonna come to Christ, and I'm gonna want Bill Gates to pay for what he's done, if he's done anything." Like I said, Cashville, we don't know if he's done anything. There's just a lot of puzzle pieces that kinda you know what I mean? But I might have the wrong pieces. Maybe I'm trying to make some stick that just shouldn't. You know what I mean? But for you and your children's future and for the world's future, I'm willing to look a little crazy to go outside and, say, "Hey, God, I'm a little soldier of God, and, it's time to pay the piper if you're trying to hurt the earth." Eh? All you big boys out there, all you fucking all you Clooney motherfuckers, it's time to clue in. Hey, it's time to clue in. Listen, Kid Rock, you may be a devil without a cause, but I think you're more of a devil without a clue. And I think you should clue in. I know you guys are like, "Kid Rock, he's for the people because he's we the people." Well, do we the people go to Bohemian Grove, eh? His words, not mine. You got in a fight there. What kind of man who wants to meet Jesus goes to Bohemian Grove for a fucking vacation? I don't know. Does it make it make sense? Like, here's the thing. I think these ding dongs, and it's really fucking really big for these fucking high up ones. They really want you to know what they're doing. That's why Billy's writing about a pandemic right in your fucking face. They're telling you. Like Klaus Schwab is saying, "Hey, I penetrate people." Like right out there. Because they think if they backslide and tell you that they're gonna be okay in the end, and they're fucking being lied to. Karma is karma, They are mind fucking you people so bad. They have I wish I knew what was going against you. I wish I knew what was real. I wish we could identify and we could attack heart, you know what I mean? We could tear it down if that's what's hurting everybody's brains. But this 5G, I hear it's not good. Maybe we can go around, tear it down. But that's probably our promise of, well, when we get our social credit scoring, we'll get free Wi-Fi or 5G controlling us. Human brain thinking outside the box. Get the thought police. Get the thought police. That's something you guys should look into. That sounds stupid, doesn't it? There was a video on the WEF website on how this woman tells you how you could go to work one day and, well, they can just read your thoughts, but it's for you. It's to get rid of all those other bad workers with the bad thoughts, because it never happened to you to have a bad thought. Heck, identify a real problem that your company doesn't want to deal with. Those might become bad thoughts. And there you goes your job. And your social credit score. Try getting a new job. Does not play well with others. Hey, you see your future, Orbs? Do you see it? Do you see your future? No, you don't. Unless you do and you like it. You like it. Nancy Pelosi sex parties all over the earth, eh? Is that what you're into? Oh my goodness. Oh, like you guys have just made her and Paul so fucking damn rich. Paul's just a genius stock market trader out there, isn't he? Paul looks like a genius, doesn't he? Looks like a great handyman with a hammer too, eh? Great with a hammer and great being hammered. Ah, like, what are we supposed to think, eh? Charlie D, what are we supposed to think? Hey, you see the video, and there's two men, two grown men in their underwear, and one's holding a hammer. Why are they all homosexual? Eh? Why are all these leaders homosexual? I don't have nothing against people that are homosexual. And these are not regular homosexuals who are just normal and just want to be treated as human beings. These are sick motherfuckers who want to hide who they are. Like, we know who Marcrones are. Like, how many people have to talk about Bridget having a dick before we force them to prove whether or not she has a dick? Oh, it's not their responsibility to prove who they are. They run a fucking country, you fucking morons. They should be more than happy to let the country know who's fucking running it. If it's a couple fucking pricks or a couple pussies, like the country fucking should know. Like, holy shit, we don't get this. Like, how are they still running around? Like, and the sick shit, like if you can't put the symbols and the books and all the satanic bullshit together. Like, these are WEF motherfuckers, and they want you to own nothing, and you're gonna be happy about it. Like, does that sound like a good time? Hey? Hey. Oh, man. We don't force people for the answers because we don't care. We should be like, "Hey, Justin Bieber, why don't you tell your story before it comes out in court? Why don't you just let the people know so nobody else has to get fucking hurt and nobody has to live in fucking like, whoa. Why don't you just like I in love with some Carl Canada. Love me some Cashville, love me some church. Oh, I see orbs. I do feel sorry for Colby Myers right now, I'll tell you. There's a lot of people attacking him right now. And it's not like these people are even making great points about the conversation where they could actually point out good things like, "Hey, Colby, this is where it's bad, bud." No, instead, they're trying to make him out to be a homosexual, like Creek Squad does. These guys are doing the exact same thing to Creek Squad that Creek Squad does to others. How's that feel, Colby? Colby tried to turn me homosexual too until, well, hey, we got to see his dancing videos, and I just asked people to make their own decisions. Hey, if you walked into a bar and this is what you seen, and you were a gay man, do you think he's a prospect? But I don't think he is. I never thought he was. I just tried having some fun with a video of his and never insinuated nothing. I just asked the question, "What would you think if you walked in?" That's why it's important for us to know that just because we think something doesn't make it true, you know what I mean? Ah, I don't know. So, let me see. Let's go through some of these. I don't like you guys thinking I'm not paying attention to the "Are you okay, Carl? I'm in here for you, bro." Well, I don't need your help there, I see orbs. I'm here to help you, but, everybody says, they're gonna bend the knee to Jesus. No, I don't think Jesus is coming down saying, "Hey, bend the knee to me." Why would he ask for something that God gave you? Free will, you know what I mean? I think he'd be like, "Hey, those who wanna be with me, they're gonna have to separate from those who don't wanna be with me. I hope you really wanna be with me because I wanna be with you. Don't let those clowns like I see orbs fucking bring you down, you know what I mean? Do what's best. Don't I see orbs. I gave a kid a Heimlich maneuver today. How many kids did you save today, Carl? Well, bud, I take care of a kid every day, so I guess you could say I am saving them. Every day I save a kid, every single day, bud, every single day. And one day, I don't need to save the children, bud. It's all of our responsibility. In case you didn't know that inside corners, it should be all of our. When I show a problem and you guys identify it, and then you tell me I'm an idiot for thinking I can do something about it, you're letting go of your responsibility. You want to enable yourself so you don't have to take responsibility there inside corners, but it is your responsibility, bud. If you know about it, you gotta stop it, and I think I know about it, and if I'm wrong about it, I can let go of it, and I can also give my apologies and humble myself, but I think there's a real problem in the world, bud, and I think I am a child of God. No better than you, no smarter than you, just a whole lot more common sense, bud. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking for all this fucking downloads and knowledge and all this stuff, and that's what consciousness is. Consciousness will bring you to common sense. It'll bring you to God. What would God want? Would God want a military? I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't think God has a problem protecting yourself, but hey, when you got to leave your land all the time to protect yourself, that's not really protecting yourself. You know what I mean? You guys, your country has been the biggest deviant since World War II. Hands down, no doubt about it, but you know what I mean? You guys destroyed Iraq. What was the reason? Weapons of mass destruction. Were there weapons of mass destruction? No. Only the deaths that the lie caused. That was the only destruction. But we can all look on the bright side of it. It created a brighter, brand new future for Victoria Nuland. Kid Rock was just hanging out with George Bush because every president needs to be respected no matter what. No, your presidents don't need to be respected. You can respect them for some of the things that they did, I guess, but should be Bill Clinton be respected? A man that was willing to cigar an intern and get a BJ. Well, his wife didn't really care because it was happening all the fucking time. Island hopping. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't respect men like that. Not for a second. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care. Bill Clinton should be in jail, and so should George Bush. But you guys don't care. You don't care. I see Adam, even the Canadians know that was dumb and it cost your clothing company. Oh, wow. Yeah, Charlie D. It's not good to like, hey, bud, I don't care where you live. This is the thing. You guys get all upset over nothing too. And I don't know why you guys take the time to find out what people's addresses are, but Dagburn did that to MMA Hardcore, right? And MMA Hardcore is just, he's losing his mind over it. And you know who it turns out that the big problem is? Stephen Humblehut. Are you for real? Like, MMA Hardcore can't take a look at Stephen Humblehut and say he's just a special kid and he ain't doing nothing. He's just a big yipper. He's just like if he ain't smart enough to get off Dagburn's nuts, he ain't very smart at all. You know what I mean? But I see orbs. Yeah, I'll make you my moderator. I ain't ever having a moderator. I don't care what people say. I want to see it all. If you hate me, let me know. If you want to tell me what a dirtbag you are, let me know. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to acknowledge. There's some idiot in here I won't acknowledge because he's just an idiot. Likes to talk about dead people, scraping them up with the shovel, just dirtbag things. It's probably fucking Seeper. I can't see Seeper let me get away with the shit I say about him. He's got to be on the back streets under another name somewhere. Make me your moderator. No. How do you make money, Carl? Well, Cashville, you still here, bud? I'll tell you. I had insurance from when I was working, dude. Listen, do you think that fucking almost 50-year-old men just fucking lose their mind for no reason? Like, do you honestly fucking think that? Nah. I was broken, bud. I got broke, and then kept getting smashed and smashed and smashed and smashed and smashed. All lies, brother. All lies, and they will have an effect on your nervous system, dude. Fuck the shit right out of you. But I'm here to show people because I haven't got it out yet. None of the people that I talk about, bud, they won't face me. I can't give it up. I can't I can't give it to my workplace because I get charged or sent to the hospital, right? If I show up where I used to work, I'm in big trouble, you know what I mean? I probably make a phone call, they might call the hospital or something, and I might get in trouble, dude. Like, they won't face it, but they will. I'll make a big enough story that, hey, look at what workplaces can do to you. And buddy, like I said, I got my buddy Corey. He's got a fantastic story too, because I know his head's all fucked up as well. And I know a wake of fucking brains that they fucking left behind. So, but we let workplaces do that, and our Ministry of Labor claims to be fucking there for the people. For fucking real, dude. I got some stories about them knotheads. Yeah, Miss Investigator. Try facing you're a piece of shit. Can you imagine somebody saying, "Hey, I don't know if this caused it, but maybe if we have a conversation, maybe we can eliminate it from happening again." You know what I mean? No, I don't wanna talk to you. If I need you, I'll call you. We haven't heard what I have to say. Well, I'm kinda busy right now. Oh, okay. Well, make sure you call me back, sweetheart. Unfortunately, I lost the number that I got for her. So you call the Ministry of Labor again, they're like, "We're not allowed to patch you into her." I'm like, "Fuck, they gave me your number last time. Like, what the fuck?" Hey, can I know what was done exactly in that investigation? Yeah, it's the Freedom of Information Act, and all you gotta do is go get a $5 fucking fucking I don't even know what the fuck was. Hey, anyways, system's fucked. System's fucked. System's not there for the people. You guys can't figure that out. Hey, it's the Federal Reserve. And what is its purpose? And who does the debt go to? So there's the little Rockefellers and Rothschilds going. Or another name. Cha-ding, 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 cha-ding. Look at those little Americans working for us, eh? Don't worry, it's the same over in Canada. Oh, let's throw some more of the taxpayers' money out to some men to teach women how hard it is in the world as a woman today. A Millie here, a Millie there. Millie, a Millie, a Millie. Millie Vanilli. Oh, man. Is that Little John? Not little that's not Little John, that's one of the littles. Hey, let's take a bet on how many of the littles in the biz have got in the biz to be in the biz. Hey, hey, what do you think? How many littles? Well, little Uzi Vert. What's the other little one? The other little devil there with his speakers thinking he's all cool and shit. He's gonna be running from those sneakers, I hope, hey, Charlie D. You don't want to have devil shoes on in these days. You want to learn that. Well, you got caught up in a lie, and so much of a lie that you were wearing blood in your shoes like a fucking retard. We all have to pay for our own stupidity. You know what I mean? What's that dude's name? Lil, not Uzi Vert, the other one. The Little Saint one, eh? The one that Little Leg Day's probably a big fan of, eh? Cashville, he acts like I do at midnight every time. Yeah, we got Stardust. At least maybe she's amused. I love with some Carl. Uh, whiskey in half full, no doubt. Well, there's no whiskey, but gosh, this boy is just like me. He's pulling on that whiskey, taking madness. No, I don't drink that. But if you're friends with Castville, there is the best caramel whiskey there in uh, is it Gatlinburg I got it from? I think it was Gatlinburg. It's caramel whiskey. It is so good, dude. It's so good. Satan loved me on it. Nah, I never had any rough nights with that stuff. Okay. It's not like I was an idiot all the time when I drank Cashville, just gave it up because the few times that I was, you know what I mean? You never want to have regrets, especially when they could be avoided by just not doing something stupid. So just learn by our mistakes. Oh, I see orbs. I love you, Carl. Well, I love you too. I see orbs, but in order for us to be friends, you gotta get with Christ, you know what I mean, bud? You can't just say it. It's good you gotta put the actions and you actually gotta oh, you also love Dagburn, okay? I love Dagburn too. I just want Dagburn to love himself, and unfortunately yeah, that's horrific to say. I don't know what I said that was horrific. I can't remember back that far. Carl, Jesus made wine. They only care about the money. Yeah, well, most people do, unfortunately. Look at how many women will lie about a man to get some money. It's horrible. And men will do the same thing to women. It's horrible. The way we'll just try and destroy each other. Look at Dagburn. He would, in a heartbeat, if he could be Ryan Upchurch, he would end Ryan Upchurch to be Ryan Upchurch. And and I honestly believe that in my heart, he would. He would destroy man to take their place rather than try and take his own place, being a star on his own, you know what I mean? Instead, Johnny Dagburn wants to be famous for I don't know what the fuck he wants to be. Like, he's not funny. Like, did you watch that thing he did on the Gorillaz song? Wasn't even cool. I didn't find. Let's get back to some stuff. Maybe if you guys want to check some stuff out. I watch Breaking Points on YouTube sometimes. Like I like to watch Fox, CNN, and then I like to watch like Breaking Points, The Hill, Kim Iverson, Candace Owens. Once like there's a bunch of other stuff I'll watch too. I'll watch Tim Cast. Oh yeah, I see orbs. You were talking about Jesus made wine. What kind of wine do you think it was? Do you think it was with alcohol or do you think it was with mushrooms? Now, I'm telling you, the mushrooms thing might be a possibility. I learned that on Joe Rogan, where they're finding like old 2000-year-old wine wine things. And well, it was made with they're finding mushroom in there, you know what I mean? Possibility perhaps. Just a saying. Hey, maybe we've changed the recipe throughout the years, eh? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Where is who knows? He used to come around here all the time, but maybe he got scared away. He didn't want to come over and show me where I was the idiot he was trying to tell me I was. Oh. But anyways, on this Breaking Points, you guys should go check this out because it's beautiful. They're they have this Tara Palmieri on the show, and she's talking with this Democratic woman who, when you look in her eyes, she's just like you guys will have to watch the video for yourself. She looks like she has completely dead eyes, and it's that narcissism thing where they don't get what you're saying. This this woman saying, "Hey, when you were with the Democrats and they were doing all this bad stuff that you have in your book, why did you participate in it? Like, why did you continue? Like, you obviously knew it was bad because you wrote a book saying it was bad. Like, this is where we don't understand what you're talking about. You know what I mean? And the girl, I think she's honest. She's just, I'm into politics. What do you want me to do? Go get a new career? Like, this is what I do. And then if I don't agree, then I can write a book. No, if you disagree and you see bad things going on, you put your hand up and you let your fellow countrymen fucking know bad shit's going on. Like, and she's oblivious to it. but it's like morality can leave. There's no sense of morality, and it's okay because it's your job. It's weird. It's weird. No, poking small. I don't drink alcohol. No, I just went on a big tangent about it. No, I don't. I haven't drank it for a long time. Uh, the last time I drank it, I tried to take myself out. I was a coward without it. I needed Satan in me to do the job. And Satan failed. My cat, of all things. Hey, my story's fucking weird, eh? I wished upon a star. My kitty cat saved my life. This is the gayest movie ever, right? Smoking pot. Oh, man. I'm in a fucking bad movie. I'm telling you, I'm in a bad movie. Like, so Pokemon, are you real, bud? Are you real? No, I've never done ayahuasca. No, there was a point in time where I really wanted to try it, and well, I will tell you, I've never really had any trippy mushroom experiences, but I had some weird ones that make me question whether I want to go any further than that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep those experiences to myself right now because you guys already think I'm crazy, but and it's nothing like where I seen shit or anything like that. It's just well, I did see shit, but you know what I mean. Like I've heard people tell like stories where they go completely into fucking fantasy land, and I'm just like, yeah, that didn't happen for me. No, I was always aware of my surroundings, and I seen some shit that was weird. But anyways, yeah. So it's funny. I think you guys should watch that interview, and because she's clearly telling, and this girl's so convinced that she's in the right because she just like that's what she does. She does politics. And then her when her she wasn't needed for that politician, then she'd write a book and make money off that politician. Even though if she was a fucking decent human being, she would have started saying things right from the fucking start. She would have told the politician, "Hey, I don't think this is right." And if you don't make it right, I'm gonna have to tell the people. We don't do that because we're afraid. Because we spent all that time at school and all that money. And if you got blackballed in politics, oh man, your whole life was for nothing. Because they could destroy you because, well, you wanted the people to know who they really were, which is better for you. You know what I mean? You don't want to get that's Satan. That's Satan. If you get caught in a position where you're just doing you do it because well, that's who you are and it's immoral. Well, it's like HR departments. You better make sure that, you're looking out for the people too and not just the company. Because I wouldn't want to be king of Soprani at the Great Awakening. Baby, you want to talk about an ignorant woman. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine working for a place focused the shit they put me through. This is the thing, I never get to say what they actually put me through, but wow, what the shit they put me through, dude. You imagine working for a place for 22 years? Hey, I think someone mentally broke me and I had to take some time off work. It's work related. But I would like to have an investigation done to see because I've been broken. Maybe I broke myself. Can we have an investigation about it? No. Investigation is not warranted, Carl. This is your personal problems. Um, hey, if I work all the time and I'm never home and I don't have a personal life, it's work related, dipshit. I just stumped you there, but you're not smart enough to figure that out. Oh my goodness. Hey? I talk about my that Corey guy, right? Can you imagine? Can you imagine you're off on mental leave and you have to go in and talk to work, and you go in there and you're like, "I'm really worried about Corey. I think he's gonna be the next one to go off. He's ready to break. Trust me, I think so." And then Corey goes off. Personal. But then again, mine was all personal too. Uh, uh, See what happens when you stand up? They'll get you hospitalized, locked up. Don't tell their secrets or they'll give you another spanking. But those days are coming to an end because God is real. And so, well, so it's kind of a, that's why I'm afraid for, like, King is such a cutie too. Just like you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know what a witch she is just by looking at her. She presents real nice and goes to fucking Sunday school. And meanwhile, due to her job, she will fucking rip your soul apart. She will destroy you at all costs to protect to protect the company. Not even the company, just the dipshit, one of the dipshits in charge. You know what I mean? Not even the owner. Anyways, that's the way she works these days. You know what I mean? But then again, King, I got told more than a few times, people exiting, you know how they do interviews? Hey, Troy don't treat women too well. Hey, you guys are gonna go down if you keep dealing with Troy. But anyways, Troy don't work there no more, but King is still gonna have to live with that legacy of what she did for Troy. And just what did she do for Troy? Hey, if she's willing to fuck people for Troy, was she willing to fuck Troy? Who knows? Who knows? I got a question, like, what would make you defend that person so fucking hard to not want an investigation, to hide something so bad when you're part of the HR department? It fucking blows my mind. These people are retarded smoking pot. But then again, they didn't know they were dealing with the chosen one. And well, everything's recorded. Hey, can you imagine having a video of talking to your doctor the very first time when he's trying to throw you in the hoosegow, eh? And you're like, "What is this about?" And he's like, "Some friends." No, 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 those wouldn't be my friends. I don't know what this is about. You're saying, violent and suicidal. No. Can you show me where the violence is taking place? Because I haven't talked to anybody. Nobody, dude. Everything's on this phone. You wanna see my Facebook? You wanna see my text? There it is. Oh, man. Anyways, he's gonna have to eat that, the doctor and Margaret, I think, but who knows? But I do know it was the work. I feel pretty confident that it was my work that got me to convince me to kill myself that got me thrown in the hospital because there'd be phone records, right? I mean, your doctors, because I know because my family doctor told me that was my work that called, and he helped them go forward with it. He didn't know the situation. Anyways, so phone records, they're great. They're great. You can find out who did it. I would know today. I can figure out. What was your very first time in the hospital, Carl? Uh, your unwanted hospital visit. That one. Your first unwanted one. That was a good time. It was. Yep. They just it was amazing how quick they got me to 5. Boop. 5. Now, now they're gonna take control of your brain, motherfucker. Oh, what have I done? Where's my violence and where's my suicide? Because there's men out there saying that they're women, and I think they're mentally fucking ill. And you've got a problem with me saying that, well, I love God and I want to know the truth, and I think there's elite pedophiles out there, and I it's not fuck. I'm asking my wife questions that she doesn't want to answer. You know what I mean? Just answer the fucking questions and we can move on. But hey, bud, it's not my fault. Good night, Pokemon. Who else is in here? Anybody wanna talk about anything in particular? Huh? If not, I'm gonna go. I'll go too. It's just me and my son home. Oh, the whole family's just all packed up and gone. Big concert, I guess, I don't know. Big concert and nights out at the hotel rooms. And I get to stay home alone. Well, I got my one son. Well, I guess, I don't know, maybe my other one's here too, I don't most of them left. But anyways, have a good night, everybody, and, well, hopefully we can come together and, we can have more than one person in Christ Club. We can all come together in Christ Club, and we can change this sucker around, and we can show Bill Gates the way. Christ Club's the way. Well, I think as humanity, we owe it to Bill Gates, you know what I mean? Something happened to Bill Gates to make Bill Gates Bill Gates, and, well, we can all show him we love him, and that's by making him pay for his mistakes. Christ